Okay, last video for today. I had a Reiki class this weekend, so I'm a little jacked on energy, and then I did a meditation tonight. So, while whatever's happening in the outside world is happening, your life's happening for you. So I have my last old dog, 17 and a half years old, Kato. And he is on his way out. He's showing the signs. And during my class, one of my friends in my class brought him outside for me. And I'll always remember him and his little face in her arms. And it was just this moment in time, but it will always bond me to her, to my friend. When people get stressed, when you go into the fight, flight, or freeze response, you lose access to higher level thinking, and you tend to hyper focus on something. So it's understandable, people on social media, and the algorithms. So I figured out, a long time ago, I asked, how can people's realities be so different? Because I listened to all these different people. And what I saw was that there's actually algorithms that create a box around people's heads and minds. And so they think that reality is so obvious, whichever side they're on, because whatever they watch, and they watch a lot of, it feeds the algorithm, and then they get more content that's like that. There is like a ridiculous amount of content that's out in the world right now. So while people are engaged in one reality, they're told, and they're brainwashed, they're programmed to think of, it's so obvious that this is the right way, that the people who are opposed to this and the other reality are these horrible people. I had a friend, like I said, who's an intuitive person, who believes that the red MAGA hat is a racist hate symbol. Even though you can see black people wearing it. I mean, you know that there's plenty of people wearing it that can, by those people's own definition, cannot be racist. They're unable to be racist. So what do you think? Did someone hold them down and put the hat on? But they still are. They're following those narratives, and they're receiving the programming, and they're put in a fear vibration, and then it's easy to program the mind. Very, very easy to program the mind. Once you put someone in a fear vibration, what did Brian Williams say? It's our job to scare the hell out of people. And he's right. He gets paid $10 million a year to scare the hell out of people, and that is his job. And they do a great job. They are doing a great job. But the normies believe that the news is trying to tell them the news, trying to tell them the facts, nothing but the facts. The old school liberals that turned into leftists because they just followed the programming, they were just so wow, like they used to be old school liberals, free speech and all that, and now they're these leftists, and they're like, some of them have even talked about shutting down free speech. if they're like 20 to 40, if they're self from like 30, 40 years ago, ever had a conversation with them now, that self would be like, what are you talking about? What happened to you? What are you talking about? You're a fascist, But it's just funny. It's just where we are. But yeah, so these people buy into one version of reality. The algorithm feeds it, keeps giving them more of that content, so it just keeps, and the ego lets in everything it already agrees with. It only lets in what it already agrees with. So you watch people on Twitter, it's like, it's just so clear. It's so easy to see how, what they're hearing, and the reality is created. And then when you listen to one side saying, well, the other side, da, 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 I'm like, but the other side is being told this. Because one side will say, well, how can they not see da, da, da? I'm like, because they're being told this. And that reality is fluent for them. It's not, there's no holes in the facts on either side. It's amazing. It's really well crafted. It's really well crafted. And so you could totally see how if somebody doesn't have any intuitive abilities, and if they've allowed the news to program them and scare them, put them in lower fear vibrations, and then make them angry to make them feel better, because that's just what's going to happen. You know, if you're in a fear vibration, then anger is going to feel so much better because you're at 150, because fear doesn't feel good. So anytime you rise on the vibrational scale, you're going to feel better. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. The way they've been able to craft totally different realities and then build algorithms to feed people, so that to feed their ego, to access their ego, only let them, because the ego automatically functions like that, only lets in what they already believe. So it doesn't really challenge their reality. That's why people who challenge other people's reality get shit on and screamed at, is because the ego doesn't want its reality changed. It worked really hard on that little box to keep people safe, sane, and secure. And it worked really hard on all those ego defenses. And they've worked. They're tried and true. And however old you are, that little tiny box that keeps you safe, sane, and secure, the ego can manage that. If you try and shift your paradigm or grow it or expand, it's gonna throw up some roadblocks and some triggers. So, you know, it's interesting because people have the free will choice to grow their soul or not. You can do it or not. It's up to you. So, it's been amazing to see how easy it is to turn people against each other. It's been amazing to see, like, you think, well, if people want to know about QAnon, why don't they just follow, like, Praying Medic or, you know, In Pursuit of Truth, because those people are Q people. If you really want to know, why wouldn't you just look up, you know, one of the people who does it and listen to them and see what you think? Nope. They go to their news station of the one that always tells them, and they feel like a bond with these newscasters, you know? It's like insane. They trust these people they don't know. They trust Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo. They trust these people because they watch them night after night, and even the late night people. I haven't watched television in years, so I don't really know. But I do get little snippets from Twitter because people on Twitter are passionate about what they're saying. So Twitter's a great place to get all the different perspectives very quickly, and you don't have to waste time on a screen. For me, that's my thing. I'm on screens now. That's good. I'm doing this now because I'm being guided to do this now. I don't monetize my channel. Don't ever plan on making any money at this kind of thing. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I'm guided to do this and to keep my thyroid healed. So, it's just so easy to make people fight. It's so easy for they have 4 little kids dressed up in they have 4 little kids dressed up as guards or something, and I think it's Minneapolis. They had a pile of bricks in Dallas just chilling with no construction in sight. You know, Okay, and then the news cycle changes so fast that people don't feel like they have the time to really go, wait a second, that's a little screwed up. What the hell, what was that all about? Or to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy my life and make nice meals for my friends and family and have a nice garden and live my life in a high vibration. They have enough time to work and then come home and have a drink or two or three or four and then watch more screens, get their news. A kid that died at 20 something of a fentanyl overdose said, "You feel sorry for me because I died? I feel sorry for all of you. You people aren't living. You're wasting your time." He said, "As a drug addict, I had a more fun and fulfilling life as a drug addict than most of you people have with your screens and your drinks." And that's why I love the thing In Shadow on YouTube. It's called In Shadow. It's incredible. It's 13 minutes long and it's pretty dark until the end, but at the end the pineal gland comes back to life and people allow their divinity and all the churchy religious people are saying God wins. Okay, we'll see. We'll just see. Maybe. Maybe. So that's all right. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. We'll see, right? We'll just see. But my dog is dying right now. 17 and a half years old. I had my class. I'm gonna sleep downstairs on the couch because he cries to go outside, but he still loves peanut butter and ham and yogurt. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my oldest dog's life. 17 and a half years old. I rescued him when he was 2. He's so cute. He's so cute. Want to see him? I'm gonna show you because I think he's gonna make it through the night, but I'm just gonna show you the ceiling because I think I want to see him. He can't hear and he smells really bad, but so cute. Anyway, my life's going, your life's going. You can sit over here and you can see. Oh my God, you're so good. I don't even need to whisper because he can't hear me. But this is what I'm doing in my life right now. I'm just gonna love my dog till he's gone. I had 6 dogs last summer. The other 2 oldest died last year. One had a very easy, beautiful passing, and the other one had a difficult one, but they're awesome. He's still eating, so he's still happy. I wish everyone the best. I wish the High Vibe Tribe people would just know that, they have a pathway to the higher vibration, and in that higher vibration, they can come up with solutions. And my dog, this guy, his passing is going to be one of my 10,000 sorrows, and I plan to be as present as I can. And I've been crying a lot, but that's okay because I enjoyed his life, and I'm telling him why he was a great dog, and I'm telling the other oldies to come get him, but he's not ready to go. He doesn't want to go. He wants to stay longer. He's still powerful. He still growls at Chase. It's hilarious. But your life's going. So whatever you're getting obsessed about on Facebook or anything, whatever you're getting obsessed about is lighting you up somehow. And I hope that you can use that in a way that helps you make choices towards your higher vibrations and towards your manifestations. Like the guys from 4Ocean. You know, if it didn't lower their vibration to see plastic in the ocean, we wouldn't have those bracelets. And they wouldn't be paying people like my friend Marcelo to go clear plastic out of water. You know, they wouldn't have come up with 4Ocean. That's awesome. So they had to be, you know, upset by plastic in the ocean. And someone had to be upset by all the plastic straws. So that made them create metal straws, which I love. Because I had stopped using straws so long ago, and now I have metal straws, and I'm so excited. I love using them. It makes drinking, you know, so much easier. But I'm not going to tell you we're all in this together. And I'm not going to tell you everything's going to work out for you. Because we all have a different interpretation of working out. I can promise you. But as Ram Dass says, death is safe. I can promise you that death is safe. You've got to enjoy your moments in your meat suit, because once it's gone, it's gone. One of my flight students, I used to teach, I said, my mom died. And he goes, yeah, well, the longer you live, the more dead people you know. And I was like, oh my God, that's so gross. And I was like, but it is a little wise. So I thought about that. And then he ended up dying, not that long ago from now, but I was like, well, what he said to me, the longer you live, the more dead people you know. What he said to me then really helped me after he died. But look at my boy. He's so cute. Poke, poke, poke. This is probably going to be the last video with him in it. But I'm just going to love him a lot. I'm just going to go sleep till he cries to go out. Because I got to carry him out there and hold him while he pees. But he's a trooper. He's a powerful little man. He's so cute. And I'm going to bring you over there one more time, and I'm going to just end the video.